Ayo, what you cooking?
Welcome to Lend Me a Fiver podcast, where we have conversations with people who have had successful journeys. Make sure to subscribe, share for regular content journeys about people, what people have done to get to where they are. Make sure you comment, tell us what you want to see, what careers, what type of entrepreneurs you want to see, and we'll try to get them on. Today I'm going to welcome today's guest, Patrick, aka Uptown P. Patrick has his own clothing line named Coda, which I've got on today. Trust me, like proper dope pieces. He's got a marketing agency called Dresscodenation. And you're obviously a well-known sneakerhead. Obviously, I see you got the black and white dunks on today, like with quite a social media following. And I know there is a number of people who have aspirations to either get into fashion, whether it's they want to own their own brand or they just want to design clothes. So it'll be good to get into some insight into that industry and your thoughts about it, and just how you started a brand. But also marketing separately. That's a popular career choice for people. Like a lot of people want to get into marketing, or they're studying marketing, they're not sure what they want to do with it. It'll be good to hear about that. And then just finally, obviously you got a lot of like followers online, and your kicks collection undefeated, bro. Like that I feel like the kicks wall, like you and your missus, that kicks wall is like famous, bro. Like it's so mad. It's like man will be like, oh, have you seen that the IG with all the kicks on the wall? So like I think people just trying to hear about, because forever I hear people saying, how do you get that? How do you get that? Just some insight into how do you get some of those exclusive kicks. But let's start with, I think, your journey, just a bit of background and how you were raised, where you were raised, like, and go from there.
Okay, so yeah, I was raised in South London, so like Aylesbury Estate.
Okay, yeah, so like,
you know
just
off
like
Wolf Road,
like East Street and that.
That's where I'm from, Aylesbury Estate. So I was raised in Aylesbury.
Like from early, yeah? From
early,
yeah. Okay.
So from early, like, I literally only just moved out recently. Like, not recently, but I mean, like,
so you done the G-Cap days.
I was there through everything, every era.
Scott jacket, everything.
I was there through every era, Avrix, Peppermint. I was there throughout every era. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, yeah, that's where I'm from, Aylesbury Estate. So me, my cousins and everyone.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Went to Woolworth. School, yeah. So like Oak Kent Road.
Okay. Yeah, they like a dark, like a navy kind of dark or black blazer. What was the color?
A black with a maroon tie.
Okay. Yeah, because I went Apostle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, so you was in Peckham, innit?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So we went that far.
Yeah.
So yeah, went Woolworth. Do you get what I'm saying? You already know how Woolworth school was, boy. Like, I don't even need to go into that. You get what I'm saying? But Aylesbury Estate, Woolworth. But yeah, man, everyone was just trying to just do their thing, bro.
So, but them times though, were you into your, like, were you dressing up and stuff? For example, in secondary school, I had the Pradas. Like, I literally saved my dinner money for those, bro. Like, and they were $150 back then, so there was a lot of saving when I think about it now. Still, so I had the Pradas, I had the Voya jeans, I had the Avisus, I had the Avrex, like Scots. Were you involved in that like from an early age?
See, if you ask anyone that knows me, the first thing they'll tell you, oh yeah, like he's the fashion. They'll say something along them lines. You know what I'm saying? Like something to do with fashion.
Yeah.
Because, bruv, I was either in. Don't get twisted though, man. Didn't have everything them times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bruv, man had to. Your mom's buying you things. You know what I'm saying? But you know how it is, bro. Yeah, 100%. So. And then man have to do whatever and get a couple of other bits and pieces. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man was definitely always on trend, you get what I'm saying?
And what do you think was inside? What made you kind of get into that? Because I don't feel like everybody's on that. You know what I'm saying? It's like only a few. There's certain guys that kind of are into their.
You see, the thing is, when I was young, I didn't actually want to be in the fashion industry. Okay. You get what I'm saying? I really wanted to do finance, like accounting and finance. Yeah. So that's what my dad always used to kind of tell me and stuff like that. So I was always more interested in like accounting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then my cousin started a clothing brand.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? With his boys, Safariduchi.
Oh, Safariduchi.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? So he started a clothing brand.
My brother he used to rinse.
Yeah. Come on, that's my guy. Yeah. So he started a clothing brand. You understand? So obviously when he started it, that was new anyway, like to the ends. No one was doing stuff like that. Yeah. The only people that were about were people like Patrick, Kevin, like Play Dot.
Yeah, I was gonna say them times. I don't think
Them
there was any
there was
streetwear.
not really
there was
no,
streetwear brands.
there was actually no one around. Like there weren't really no streetwear brand. Do you get what I'm saying?
So how did that come about though? What made him want to because if you're involved from the inception of it, yeah, from the start.
Nah, I was going to school. I was a kid, bro.
Okay,
I was literally in primary school when they started. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when they first started, I think it was like a different name, and they just all used to have a couple bits, and then slowly started to progress.
Okay.
And then I think when I got into secondary school, that's when it was like kind of taking off slightly. Do you see what I'm saying? Not taking off, but that's when it was like, yeah, do you understand? Like we're doing this now, kind of thing. Yeah. And that's when they kind of brought me in. But how I kind of got into it was because he was like making clothes and that, and then imagine he would give me something to wear. Because I'll be bugging him like, hey man, let me get that. You know how it is, you know what I'm saying? So I'm bugging him like, and he's thinking, bro, I'm trying to sell these clothes and you're trying to get freebies. Like you don't understand how this thing works.
And he's designing himself, yeah.
Yeah. So then now, cut a long story short, he's giving me a tracksuit one day and I've worn it and I've gone to school in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, when I've gone to school, about 6, 7 men, I'm talking about when I'm in school, are coming to buy the tracksuit.
Okay, they're asking you.
They're asking me, bro, where did you get the tracksuit? And I'm telling them, it's this, that, and the other. So they all come with me, like, to come and buy the tracksuit of my cousin. So my cousin's looking at me like, raw. All right, cool. Wear this now, like. Do you get what I'm saying? So he's kind of like not using, man.
Yeah.
But
it's working.
He's trying to see, like, is this really like, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So then he started to notice, right? Every time he's giving me something, I'm bringing back sales and stuff like that. Like I'm good with that. So it's kind of bringing me in now, like a bit more. Obviously, I'm growing up now.
Yeah.
So now I'm on the table properly. Do you get what I'm saying? So then, of course, everyone knows what happened with Safariduchi. Like, we just took it from strength to strength. You get what I'm saying? And then the brand was just there. Do you see what I'm saying? Opened the store and et cetera, et cetera.
Where was the store?
On Wharf Road.
Okay, I never saw that.
Yeah.
So, and what was the, you said it went from strength to strength. What was the driver behind that? What kind of built it up in that way?
The drive was like, bro, we're all in the ends. Like, do you understand? They were all in the ends. All man's hearing about is this person's getting banned, that's getting this, that's happening. And I'm not even talking about people that's like far away. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm talking about people you know, people you're going to school with. Like, do you understand? So you're seeing all of that and it's like, raw. If there's not like a goal or an aim that you're trying to work towards, yeah, then you're kind of effed. Do you see what I'm saying? Can you be honest?
And that's still too.
Is that right to?
Yeah, good. Yeah, good.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? So you're kind of like, fam, do you see what I'm saying? So my cousin kind of saw that from early. I would say like hats off to him because at that time, the people that's around you or your elders that were around you, whatever they're doing, you're gonna end up doing. That's just how it is, bro. 100%. Do you understand? Like whoever's around you, whatever they're on, you're gonna be on. One way or another. If you
think about even today with the chefing and all this,
bro. Like you get what I'm trying to say?
Thing, like, people, it's just all. It's like because that's what they see in it, so that's what they know.
The thing is, like I don't talk down too much on them because they're obviously in an environment where it's like survival skills. They're in the jungle, bro. Like that's why it's hard for me to talk on them type of topics. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's contradicting. Because if you're not in the jungle, you're not gonna understand how to operate in the jungle, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? So a lot of people that speak on it, they've never been in a jungle environment.
True. They've
never been in an environment where their friends are actually dying or everyone around them is holding you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
To go school even, just to learn.
Yeah, that's fair.
You see what I'm saying? Little stuff like that. So it's madness, like, because now I feel like the biggest problem with that is the hierarchy. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like before, it was more under control to some extent in terms of like, there was a reason why everyone was kind of doing it. Do you see what I mean? Like, if you look at our era and older, the people that used to be on road trapping or doing whatever, it was for aim. Do you get what I'm saying? They were trying to get out their ends. They were trying to buy yards. They would have things, you get what I'm saying? And that's the difference between that era and this era. It's like the youngest nowadays, like a lot of them don't really have nothing.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
That's fair.
They don't have nothing. But back in the days, they had stuff like, oh yeah, they bought their mum's yard or, do you get what I'm saying? They had something like at least to show for it. Like, fair. Not to say it was good, but that was where it was. So yeah, man.
So what did you, you done your GCSEs.
Yeah.
So you were academic as well, though.
Yeah, definitely. That's the thing. Like my dad, that's why I always like give credit to my parents, because unlike a lot of people that I was around, they weren't with both of their parents. You get what I'm saying? But my mum and dad was there. So 99% of the time, my dad's he's like proper academic. You get what I'm saying? So he was always like, yeah, you need to go to school, get this, get that. So I always had that in my mind. That was the plan, really, like to become an accountant or investment banker. Do you understand?
Likewise, I had the same.
So, but this fashion stuff is like what I was proper good at. You see what I'm saying? So when I was in Safariduchi, that's when I started to like get involved with the marketing.
And what years are we talking about, like age-wise?
I'm talking, bro, I was involved in that when I was maybe like from like 14.
Okay.
13, and then 14. Very early.
So Safariduchi, right? So obviously it was, at the time, I would say it was like the streetwear brand at the time. Like you saw in all the Channel U videos.
Yeah.
All the artists at the time were wearing it. Like, I think back then
we were the first people to start doing that. Do you get what I'm saying?
And because some of the artists, who were some of the artists that were rocking them?
So you had Tiny Temper, Tinchy Strider, Big Nasty,
Gigs
obviously.
Local.
Yeah, Gigs. You had most of the people, man. Dot Star.
Yeah. And so that was like your secondary school years, yeah?
Yeah, that was my
so
secondary school years.
Did you go college?
So I went college after that.
Which one did you go?
I went to St. Charles.
SFX, yeah?
No.
Which one's St. Charles?
St. Charles is in Ladbroke Grove.
Oh, is it around here?
Yeah. I went St. Charles, so local.
Yeah.
But that's because man was young. Man was always thinking, yo, like we need to get out of this environment. You get what I'm saying? Like we need to see something else.
Yeah.
We need to go west side, thinking that West London, was like much nicer.
Yeah.
But then you go to realize like West London ain't that far different.
Yeah, it's got its own little.
Yeah, it's not far different from what we had going on in South. Do you see what I'm saying? But you just weren't exposed to it, so you didn't know.
So was it still going in from a fashion standpoint? Then was Safariduchi still going?
Yeah. So at that time was probably the strongest time, because that's when I would say, opened a store. Around about them times.
And were you rocking that regularly now for college? Yeah.
Always, like I had Safariduchi on all the time. Everyone would tell you that.
Yeah.
I would have that on, but I'll be mixing it with other brands as well.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what I think people like, because people knew, like, them man know how to dress, they know how to put it together.
Yeah.
So if they're making something, it must be. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, and then so did you? From then you went on to university.
Yeah. So I went uni. I went Hearts.
Okay.
I went Hearts.
And you what degree did you study?
I done business management.
Okay. And so at that point, were you now thinking fashion is something I want to go into, or is it still a case of I want to go into the finance business world and I'm just going to do fashion on the side?
At that point, I was like, do you know what? I would rather do the fashion stuff, because when it came to the fashion, I was doing it effortlessly. Do you get what I mean? I wasn't trying. It was like, it was more easier. You're connecting with people. Like, I know how to deal with people. Do you see what I'm saying? So, and like, I'm someone that people like I know how to build relationships. Do you understand? So for me, it was like much easier, and I had more fun doing it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I had much more fun doing it. Like, I met a lot of people. Yeah. Made a lot of partnerships happen. Do you see what I'm saying? So I felt like that was just more easier. Yeah. Whereas with the accounting and stuff, it was good, because I knew the money would be good one day. Yeah. But I was already seeing a lot of money in the fashion industry as well. So I was like,
it's more of a passion.
Yeah, I was more passionate about it. So whereas with the finance, I was just doing it because my parents told me that this is the way you should kind of go. So yeah, that's more or less how it was. So when it came to the fashion, I didn't really see it as a chore. Do you get what I'm saying?
Which is always a good thing, right?
Yeah, bro. But when I was doing the accounting stuff and I was studying and everything, I was like, bro,
it's work, innit?
See all this that I'm learning, like, am I gonna use it though? Kind of thing. So that was more the issue. Do you get what I'm saying? But it was very good for me to learn, because a lot of the academic stuff did help. Do you understand? Like, learning
in the fashion business.
Yeah, it helped, because economics. Do you get what I'm saying? You know other stuff that make things tick, supply, demand, and stuff like that. So
I guess that's your fashion background. So where did the marketing come in then?
So like I said, with Safariduchi, a lot of the time, let's just say there was another brand out, Patrick Kevin, So he was putting his clothes on celebrities.
What brand was that?
I don't think you wouldn't know him. You might not know him, but he was based in Brixton.
What did it look like? Was it like a...
It was like, he had some velour trackies. He was alright. It was nice. It was nice. Yeah, he was doing his thing, man. He was doing his thing.
But like, was it
David Beckham and that were wearing it?
Is it, yeah? Okay.
Bro, it was big. Like, David Beckham and all these men were wearing it. Yeah. So we were thinking, yo, like, this is a way to kind of market. Do you get what I'm saying? So we were like, bruv, none of us know no footballers. None of us know no celebs on that level. Yeah. So let's look more locally. Do you get what I'm saying? So I already knew people, like, I already knew a couple of people anyway. Yeah. My cousin knew everyone. He knew a whole lot of gigs. Yeah. He knew, like, a lot of other people, Tenchi, Tiny, all these guys, you get what I'm saying? So we started building them relationships with people that were like music artists and YouTubers and stuff like that. And we started putting the clothes on them and making them create content for us. And then that would like spike up some of the sales and stuff. So we'd be like, okay, cool. This is definitely an avenue that we need to look at. So I think that's where the marketing kind of started. Yeah. All
right. And so you graduated, yeah?
No.
Okay. So
I didn't graduate.
So what made you just feel like?
So
how many years did you do?
I was there for like 2 years. I think I was there for 2 years. Yeah. I was there for 2 years.
And you were just like, had enough.
It's not even I had enough.
You're almost there.
It's not even I had enough, yeah, but 2 years we were there, and then it was like some other situations happen, even with the brand. Do you get what I'm saying? And then like things kind of went.
Okay, fair.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when that happened, it was like, oh shit, like, do you get what I'm saying? We've been working on this for so long, and then, do you know what I mean?
Okay. So then so at that point, were you thinking, I'm going to concentrate on fashion, marketing, or business? Like, what was your mindset there in terms of like what you wanted to do long term?
Long term. So that time I was thinking, you know what? Long term, I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do, but I knew it would be something to do with the marketing and the fashion part of the industry.
So
I never wanted to make my own clothing brand. Do you get what I'm saying? That's one thing that people don't realize. Like, I never wanted to make my own clothing brand because I felt like what we had with Safariduchi, I couldn't see man making another brand. Do you get what I'm saying?
Like
and not like that. Not to say like we couldn't make a brand that was bigger than it, but because of the emotion that we put into making a clothing brand and everything that went into it and how it turned out, I was thinking, I can't see myself doing it. So I was like, you know what? Instead of making a brand, I'm gonna get into the marketing side of fashion or like, and just marketing in general for brands. So that's where I was like taking my mind to more. And then I started seeing like social media became kind of big. And I was a man that was always quick on the mark, you get what I'm saying? So I was always like on the latest socials, finding out what's going on, seeing how things are moving. Do you know what I mean? So I could see like a lot of things were going on towards social. So I was like, cool, what if I made like a...
So were you one of the like early adopters of like
early
Insta, Twitter?
Early. Of Insta anyway, I know that like I was early because not even just Insta, but I would say before Insta there was other apps. There was like Bebo, there was MySpace. I was on all of these platforms.
I can't remember what else there was.
I was on all of these platforms. Tumblr and stuff like that. I was on all of them.
I skipped that one.
No. That's where all like a lot of people that are big in this generation, a lot of them came from Tumblr, like India Love and all these type of people. A lot of talent that people see and they don't understand how come they're so popping on social. They came from that era. Do you understand? So so I've always been kind of quick on the mark. But see, when I saw Instagram, I was thinking, yo, this platform, I can see it being more lucrative. I can't put my finger on it, do you understand? But I can see it. But I was like, it's a place where brands and talent can meet. Do you get what I'm saying? So I was thinking, okay, cool. If I make a platform, that people can kind of create their own profiles, put their locations and stuff like that, this would help the industry. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, people would use it.
So so the purpose was for brands to kind of share what they've done, like build up their their customer base.
Yeah, so I came up with the name Dresscodenation, and then I was like, okay, cool. How I want it to work is, let's just say you are a photographer and you're based in Spain, all creatives, yeah, we don't have like a portal. Do you understand? So I was thinking, if we make a portal, like, so say I go to Spain and I'm a fashion brand and I need some good photographers in Spain because I want to do a shoot in Spain. Yeah. How am I going to find them?
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially in the early days of Instagram, you wouldn't know where people are from or anything like that. Really, do you see what I'm saying? So,
or you got to fly people over.
Exactly. So then I was like, okay, cool. If we do that in every part of the world, like, and everyone's making profiles, when I go to LA or I go to Spain or I go Italy,
it's already pattern.
I could just go onto the platform and say, yeah, photographer, Spain, Madrid, and then a list of profiles will come up. That was the thinking behind it. So then I was like, cool, I wanted to make an app. Them days, yeah, making an app was long. You couldn't make an app, bro. It was like, if you didn't have like 80 bags or something dumb like that, at that time, to even start it or to make a prototype of it, you get what I'm saying? And then they told me about the running course. I was like, I could never do that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, cool, let me do a platform, a website. But I made the website and I was like, okay, cool. How am I going to market this website around the world, bro? You know what I'm saying? I can't go everywhere in the world. So I was like, all right, cool. What if I make everyone come to me? So I get like one talent from each part of the world to come and I shoot like a video and then they all promote it in their parts of the world. And then people from there, like...
And how many countries did you touch with that?
So I think we had like about 8 different countries, 8, 9. But it was like Europe. But it was mainly Europe, and I had like a lot of people from UK.
Was that successful? Like,
yeah, it was one of the first experiential videos that was on the net. You know what I'm saying? I never saw no one doing it before I'd done that. You know what I'm saying? I had like talent from all over Europe. Come in, like no one had done something like that. None of the talent.
Was that a YouTube video?
Yeah. It's on YouTube now. I'll send it to you so you can have a look at it. But yeah, no one had done that before. So I was like, yeah, cool, let me do that. And I done it at YouTube Studios. So then I was like, okay, cool. So I started building a relationship.
Creative, like, as well.
Yeah.
Like, just thinking about these.
Exactly. So then I started building relationships with the influencers. Do you get what I'm saying? And at this time, a lot of them didn't know what to do. Like they honestly didn't know what to do. So I was trying to bridge the gap between influencers and brands because at that time, brands was like, influencers, what's that? You get what I'm saying? We only know doing sponsorship with music artists, footballers, entertainers, television stars. You get what I'm saying? It was never brands reaching out to talent really like that. You get what I'm saying? There was a few bloggers, but they were like very high profile. Do you get what I'm saying? So it wasn't really like that. So I was trying to like, basically, we were all kind of growing together. So I was trying to reach out to a couple of brands, building relationships with them to see if we can make any partnerships
so your network
happen.
Just be a building it. And
so that's how I built a lot of the network. So that's how the profile of Dress Code started going up slightly. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, then from that, Instagram started evolving and now everyone was kind of interested in like how IG is moving and growing and that. So as you know, bro, whenever you're in a business, you have to adapt. Do you get what I'm saying? So no one was really using websites anymore. It was more app.
So Dress Code was pre-Insta, yeah?
So it was pre,
so it's been about for a minute.
Yeah, so then I was like, no one's using the website like that. You know, the traffic's all right and stuff, but the way I want it to be used, it's not being used like that. Do you see what I'm saying? So then we kind of had to like reshuffle a few things, and then we moved more into agency work and consulting.
And how does that work?
So depends, like if brands want to do a campaign or they got something that they want to launch, do you understand? Then we'll consult with them like, okay, cool.
Do you find people?
So we
like
find talent,
Okay.
find talent, and then we put like the campaigns together, what they're gonna do, etc.
Okay.
And not just for talent as well. We do it from B2B, so brands and other brands.
Okay.
So let's say there's a big event happening, and they want sponsors for the event. You know what I mean? We might put like a food company with a major festival,
I feel you.
something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's how that worked.
So how do you go from there back into starting your own clothing brand though?
So that's mad, isn't it? Yeah. So trust me,
because I'm saying it sounds like you had like a set path on.
Yeah, because you know what it is? Everyone that meets me is like, oh yeah, man, let me. No, do you know what it was? I started putting my logo on my top.
The dress code.
Yeah. So I made a couple of tees and like jumpers just for myself.
Was it just because you just wanted to sport it?
Yeah, because you just want your brand to get out there.
Yeah, okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
so that's just me. Like you get what I'm saying? But everyone knows me for clothes. This is what you always have to remember. Like what you want to do in the world.
Just clocked actually colder is dress code.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, I just clocked that now. I was going to ask you that. I was like, actually, I processed it myself.
Yeah. Okay. So do you get what I'm saying? So I started putting it on clothes slightly, little things, not to sell it.
Yeah.
But then obviously I'm making it, and everyone already knows me for buying clothes from the days of Safariduchi. Do you get what I'm saying? So then it's like every minute, yo, I want that tee. Oh yeah, make me one. Then before you know, I'm making like 20, 30 tees or jumpers and selling it to everyone that's asking me. Do you know what I mean? So I always kind of just made a few bits. Whatever I had for myself, I'll make like maybe a couple more just in case someone asks me or... Do you know what I mean? But then...
And so when you're making these though, what are you leveraging your like warehouses and manufacturers from Safariduchi days, or you had to build up new ones?
This is brand all new. Okay. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's like the thing is, because I'm not making a brand, I'm not looking for no manufacturers or anything. Okay. I'm just going down to the printers. Store.
Printers. Okay.
I'm taking my logo and I'm saying, yeah, can you put this on a tee? And they're just doing it for me. Do you get what I'm saying? So it was nothing complicated. It was just merch. Do you understand? But then I always realized, like, everyone's always asking me about clothes. Do you get what I'm saying? And they're not. I used to think they're asking me for the clothes because they think the clothes is sick. But sometimes it's not that. It's just that people just fuck with you. You get what I'm saying? Differently, so to the point where it's like they just want something tangible from you. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's not always like I want this clothes because nowadays we all make the same clothes, bro. We can only make t-shirts, jumpers, hoodies, jackets, shorts, joggers, pants, socks. It's the same. We all make the same things. The only thing that separates you from any other brand
is the logos.
Is the branding of it and the people behind it or the story of the brand. You get what I'm saying? So I realize people are not really. It's not because of, obviously it's nice, it's all right, it's decent, you get what I'm saying? But it's more because they like the way I do stuff, do you get what I'm saying? So they just want something tangible that they can be like, yeah, man, I've supported this out. This is something I F with. And that's like, you think about some of the stuff that you like, you get what I'm saying? It's not really sometimes that this item is the best item I've ever seen in my life. You got like 50 t-shirts that look the same, bro, you get what I'm saying? But you might just like the story of this brand or the person that's behind it because it's Virgil designing it. Or
I mean, I mean, me personally, I like stuff people don't like.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? Or something like that.
Yeah, like when not many people have it, that's
what
that draws me to it, because I
Mm.
don't want to be like, I get people on this like that I want to wear Chanel runners and Dior, etc. But am I really gonna take my £800 to see free man? No, I just like make a laugh about it though. But there's gonna be free man for like literally that night, bro, wearing your thing, and man's gonna be like,
I feel the same way,
like nodding to man, like yeah, like. But I spent my $8 I don't want no one else to have this, bro. Like it's I'm lying, bro.
I feel you though.
So you have like, which is why I'd rather even take my money to a reseller and pay £800 for an exclusive pair of like
something
sales or something where everyone's like flipping out. How did you get
at least
those?
It's different.
You can't see those, bro. That's me personally. So that's obviously a different way.
That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like
thinking about it.
That's how it is nowadays, though. People don't. That's why there's limited runs of things that come out. Do you understand?
Yes.
Nothing that is worth having is sitting on the shelves.
Nah, bro. That's my marker. I'm literally like, bro. If
it's on the shelves, bruv, is it
I
really
don't want it, bro.
I don't know, bro.
I don't want
know
it,
if
bro.
I want it like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want it.
Like, unless it's like certain things like a tea or a little, but certain items,
I know what you mean.
You know,
yeah.
if it's sitting,
more time.
It's not really for you. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's just how it was. So I'm making little bits and pieces. I'm thinking, okay, cool. Then I'm realizing, like, raw, people actually like they like what I'm doing. They can see like my business acumen, or they just like how I just do shit. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, cool. Let me make something where they can be like, oh, raw, like, yeah, man, I want to get this because I know this is your thing, or it's my perspective on clothes. You get what I'm saying? If you like the way I think, or you like the way I move, or what I do or how I put stuff together, you're going to be like, I want to see his perspective when he makes clothes. Do you understand? So I was like, let me just make a perspective on on clothes and just make a little merch so that it's something tangible. When I meet people, you get what I'm saying? I'm not forcing no one to come and get nothing. You get me? You shout at me like, yo, man, I like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm doing.
So you weren't really pushing it?
No, but I'm not pushing it like that.
I'm literally people hitting you up like,
people are shouting me. Do you get what I'm saying? People are like,
you putting a price on it?
What you say?
Are you putting a price on the bits? Or are you just giving them?
Which ones? The colder bits?
Yeah, like the bits at the time. Like
no, at the time, I'm always putting a price on it.
Okay,
but
how
nothing.
How do you decide that though? A consistent amount, yeah? Like, I'm just going to sell these for 35.
Yeah, I just had a price, like how much I'm making, how much it cost me to make, the effort, you understand? And then just put a little margin on it.
So at that time, you weren't really thinking about it as a business?
No, I didn't see the fashion industry in terms of making clothing and selling it to make profit. That wasn't my thing. I didn't see it like that. I was thinking more of, like I'm doing events and bringing other brands together that I'm working with and making like pop-up experiences. So that's what I was doing. Do you understand? I would make like, let's just say there's like 4 or 5 brands. I had like Marbeck, D.I.G. He's a guy that does denims. You get what I'm saying? I heard of these people. Yeah, Marbeck. You should know about Marbeck though.
The name rings a bell.
Yeah, they used to make the camo jackets and stuff like that. You see, if you see the clothes, you know. So the IG makes denim. You get what I'm saying?
So at what point did you decide? No, you know what? I got dress code, but you know what? This can work. Like, but was there financial driver behind it, or just the demand?
No, man, it was the demand still because let's just say the day that I done the pop-up event, so I had like a.
But the pop-up event weren't for clothes though, was it?
It was for clothes, but not my clothes.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. I had a couple tees and stuff, but it was like for other brands that I liked. And I was like, yo, we're in the UK. We need to make an environment where people know there's cool brands.
And you did that under the dress code umbrella.
So I done it under Dress Code Nation. So it was like, that's what Dress Code Nation is, bringing together like different markets. Do you get what I'm saying? So I had like clothing brands there. I had like makeup. I had like a makeup tutorial kind of thing going on, a live one. That people could do. I had meet and greets with like big influencers that came to see like any people that liked them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it was a big event. Then I had a little runway, a little show, a little fashion show, but not with my clothes. Where was this event? I done this in what's this big event space in Shoreditch, Bethnal Green?
No. I was going to Excel, and I realised because you said big event space. I don't know.
Excel. No, man, it's one of these spaces.
Okay.
But everyone knows it though. It's like it's big. Everyone been there before. It's in Shoreditch.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, bro, work. But imagine that day, everyone's come there and like, yo, and you got none of the dress code tees. And I'm like...
Oh, because you were just rocking them around like for
obviously I was just wearing my own, for staff. So I'm wearing it. A couple people that's working on the day helping, man. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm wearing it. Everyone's asking me, yo, where's these tees? But I bought maybe like 10, I would say, They went so quick, and I was thinking, but the penny still wasn't dropping. Do you get what I'm saying? The penny still didn't drop because of that. So then, cut a long story short, I'm like, cool, I need to make something tangible where people can, do you understand, like that want to support my thing, can get it. So I was like, all right, cool, let me make Coda, because dress code is too, like, with other brands. Do you understand? Not that with other brands, but it's a platform. It's more of a platform.
You didn't want to like muddy. You want to keep.
So I didn't want to. I was thinking, let me separate it, sort of. Not separate it, but everyone knows it's together. But everyone knows it's like, okay, cool. Yeah, this is Coda, but this is Dress Code Nation. Okay, cool. I know the difference. You see what I'm saying? So then I made Coda. I literally made like this set.
This one I'm wearing.
This particular set. And then in the same thing in another color, like just a dark vintage wash. Like that's it. That's all I done, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna drop this. Like I was thinking, it's gonna be just my friend's gonna buy it like normal. You get what I'm saying? But it's just there anyway, just in case like I want to do some sort of partnership with a brand and stuff like that. That's more what I had it for, bro. I dropped it. No lie. If I'm lying, I'm flying, bro. Everything gone. So I was thinking, nah.
Sell out,
Not that I'm ordered like some thousands of pairs. But even still, do you get what I'm saying? It was a nice number, and I was thinking, okay, are people interested in it like that? Do you understand? All right, cool. Let me take it a bit more serious. I ordered more stuff. You understand? I made a few different other bits of different colorways.
And so at that point, did you get back in touch with manufacturers and?
At that point now, I'm like, yeah, cool. If I'm gonna make clothes, it has to be something I'm gonna wear like. But I'm just gonna wear casually, and this was lockdown, so
I guess but you knew the game a bit from very
exactly. So I kind of knew.
It's not like you were just inexperienced. Like,
exactly. So I knew the rollout has to be nice anyway. Like just the image. As soon as you see the brand, you have to be like, okay, cool. Like I know what I'm gonna get when I go to this brand. You're gonna get like some tones, casual wear.
As well.
The quality is decent. You're gonna like these are the markers that you're gonna have to make sure they're ticked. So.
And where are they manufactured though, country-wise?
At the moment, they were in Portugal. So them stuff, I got them done in Portugal.
Europe,
yeah, so I keep it Europe. So anyway, I'm making that and I'm like, all right, cool. Bro, everyone's like feeling it differently. It's not just a situation where it's like my friends supporting me. It's people that I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? Like people on the gram, people from other countries. And I'm like, okay, maybe I was overlooking this because I was focusing on not the wrong thing, but sometimes if this is what people want from you, you have to give it to them. Do you understand? It's not.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, if that's what they want.
This is just what they want. And maybe this is what I'm actually good at. So what?
But I'm just extending parking, by the way, if you think I'm going mad. So make sure you check that.
Let me check.
You know, I was said to myself, you know, we've been chatting, I said to myself, hold on. I threw a little bit of time on there. It reminds me, I don't know if you watch Breakfast Club. Do you watch Breakfast Club?
Yeah. Who?
You know, Angela always talks about her alarm goes off sometimes. She's got to do her parking. As this happened to me. But yeah, no.
Extend it. Yeah. 1 second.
Nah, make sure you do that, bro, because I know it'll be a madness. I'll be like, let me.
Worst.
Gucci, yeah. I know the reception in here is a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Gucci, yeah. So yeah, so carry on.
Yeah, so like, bro, self-consciously, I'm telling. So imagine throughout this time, I'm working with brands like up and coming brands.
Up and coming though, like not really established.
I'm working with established brands as well, but for different reasons. I'm working with established brands, want to know what I know in terms of how to target a particular audience. Do you understand? Or like, what's the best way to market this product? How would you market this product? So it's more consulting with bigger brands, yeah? And then it's like, what talent should we use to roll out this item? That's what I'll do with bigger brands. But
how are you establishing those relationships though with the bigger brands? Were you reaching out? Were they reaching out?
Oh, I was reaching out, bro. I was going to events. I'm linking up with people. I'm networking. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm going on flipping Eventbrite. Them days, like, what's going on? I'm signing up to, what's this platform, man? There's a platform where you can see like events that's happening in the industry, but it costs money.
Okay.
Do you understand?
That makes sense.
The man's paying for it. Do you get what I'm saying? So I was trying to find out.
Yeah, it's good. You're
trying to find out. Yeah. So I'm trying every angle. You get what I'm saying? Because I know, right, this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that anyway. So if I'm working with up and coming brands, they're gonna be like, all right, how do I get my brand more out there? What's the steps? Like this and this and that. How can you help? This, that, and the other. So that's what that would be. But I'm like, I'm working with all these brands, yeah. That means that I must know what to do if I did my own brand. You see what I'm saying? But because sometimes that's the problem. Sometimes, yeah, like when you're working, and I don't mean like that could be for yourself or for someone else or it doesn't matter. But in general, when you're working, you get into this repetitive mode where you think about work, and not necessarily all the time. That's to do with bettering what you're doing. Do you get what I'm saying? That you could be neglecting something that you're actually good at. Like me, I was neglecting making clothes when I'm good at it. Whether you like my designs or not, how I roll out my stuff and how I do it and put it together, people like it. You get what I'm saying? There's something about it. You understand? So I'm neglecting that, but quarantine thank God for quarantine, but it gave man time to be like, okay, cool.
Put some, yeah.
I've got time. Let me put this together and see. Done it. Successful.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So that just goes to show, like, this is what people kind of wanted to see from me, because I saw more support for that as opposed to, not to say that I wasn't getting support for dress code, because I'll be lying, but it was different.
Yeah. So are you kind of adopting a similar like limited model, or is it just readily available on the shelves? Like you said you sold out. Are you like dropping them constantly, or are you just like on some, this is the drop, once it's gone, it's gone?
So I'm gonna have like a core product that's like gonna be there throughout the year. Do you understand? Like just like the classic stuff. But then as and when I'm gonna start dropping certain items, and it's not just gonna be about clothing products. You understand? We're gonna have accessories, we're gonna do like collaborations. I don't want to speak too soon.
Yeah, of course.
But there's gonna be like a lot of other different things that people might not be thinking of, but it makes sense. When you see it, you're just gonna be like, I wasn't thinking of buying this. I didn't think I needed it. Do you get what I'm saying? But actually, this is useful. You see what I'm saying? So man, I'm just gonna have fun with it. I'm not gonna be on this like, I need to put in an order, and I'm not gonna let it stress me out.
Okay, it's like it's
when it's like that.
It's a creative kind of like you're not really.
That's why
you haven't got a fixed timetable.
Exactly, and that's why it's good to have a team. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you have to do what you do best, bro. If I'm sitting here thinking about, we need to make a profit and this and that, of course we all need to make a profit, otherwise it's not going to last. But if you're doing that, you're going to be neglecting the creative side, because you're going to be like, bro, if I start doing this, that, and the other, start creating, that's going to cost me, and we're not really getting that back from that. So you need to kind of have everything in moderation. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's why you need other people in your team, because you have to do what you're good at. You understand? You can't do 10 jobs. You can't do the work of 10 people. Otherwise, you're not going to get the specialists at what they do to get that banging outcome. You see what I'm saying? If you got a sick creative, like a designer, he designs and sketches sick stuff. Like, that's his only role, is to design. When he's out and about, he's going to be getting inspiration from everywhere, because that's his only thing that he focuses on. If someone's there focusing on finance, they're going to only care about the numbers. What you're doing on the creative, and he just wants to know the numbers. You see what I'm saying? So
for most creatives, you think it's best to just kind of pinpoint that team from the outset?
I think you need a team, bruv. Like, without a team, people that are doing everything by themselves, it's hard to focus. Plan, create and execute effectively one man up. Do you understand? You can't do that, bro. Like, you're not Superman. No one can do that. Even AJ and them, we're talking about different industry. But look, bro, think about the person that's doing well. And I'm saying someone like Anthony Joshua,
He just boxes. And he's got so much avenues. Like, so he's got.
But his brand is so patterned because he's got the right team around him. Do you get what I'm saying? You could tell his management is on point. His training team are on point.
So he can focus on the boxing.
He can focus on the boxing. His brand partnerships are on point. Do you get what I'm saying? His boxing deals that he does, they are different level. Eddie Hearn's got him. He tell him, don't worry about this. I got this. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like the key is to getting stuff to certain levels. People can be creative, bro. I see brands out here, like I could tell you 5-6 brands off the top of my head, but they might not be in the best position that they could be in. Do you understand? Just because they might not have a good team around them right now, or they might not be able to afford a team like that right now. Do you understand? But I think in order for you to take it to that next level,
but I guess they could, if they see the vision, maybe they'll get on board.
Of course, man. But there's always people that will get on board. That's what people should not forget, especially even with people in teams that think that they can never be replaced and stuff like that. Do you understand? You should never feel like that. Not to say that anyone should make you feel like that, but never get carried away and never think that there's not people out there that will help you for free. Do you get what I'm saying? Not to say that you shouldn't pay people. You should, if it's possible. But there's people out there, bro.
Yeah, they'll help out.
There's people out there, man.
Right.
Like, build a team, bro.
Yeah. All right, so like, definitely got a few questions, but let's start with some light. Let's go light though.
All right,
Let's
cool.
go light. First of all, we'll start light. So the trainable, because I know that's a notorious one, yeah. How many trainers have you got in that collection? Like you, actually you, and then your like with your missus, as a collective, how many pairs have you got?
I don't know, man.
You ain't even counted it. To be fair, I ain't counted mine. To be fair,
but
it's silly though.
Yeah, it's more than what you can wear, innit?
You know what's so funny about this is because
for when you pair every day of the year, innit?
I had maybe 4 trainers that I considered, for 4 or 5 pairs that I considered wearing with this particular outfit. Yeah, it actually makes life harder.
It's
like people
hard,
think,
man.
people
Bro,
think having more pairs it's actually harder.
The other day, what trainer was I asking you about? What trainer was that? I was
Which
like,
ones?
nah, man, this is the pair, bro. This is
Crocs,
the one.
The Yeezy.
The foam runners,
bro. I rocked them the other day, bro. They got mixed reviews, bro.
Listen,
I don't think they're cold, but
people hate them, but they ain't worn them.
Yeah, they'll jump on as well.
One, they drop nicely with everything. They're low in price, yeah. And you got to remember, with these, what is it made out of, rubber or plastic?
Comfortable.
It's not gonna bend. Like, you see, when you wear these Dunks, Yeezys, and all these, you wear them 2-3 times. They don't look like how, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why people are doubling up, tripling up on certain trainers, because they're like, I've worn it 2-3 times because they go nicely with my pairs, but I need to get another one just in case. You see what I'm saying? So, but that's why them foam runners, I like them because they drop with everything and they're durable.
They're clean. I almost rocked them today.
They're clean. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Like, you can't wear all of these shoes, bro.
No, you can't.
You can't.
So it actually makes it harder.
It's hard.
So your selection process must be crazy. But your colours is colour schemed, right?
Nah.
Oh, you don't? It's
not colour scheme. It's like, let me not lie here. My missus has got, she's, what's the word when they want everything to be neat, bruv?
Oh, like,
what's the word, man?
They say it's AD. Like, no, where's where you're clean, where you're clean free?
Or like, this has to be.
Yeah, I know. There's like
the same
I know what you mean.
From this to this, like that's
OCD.
OCD. That's what my missus has got, OCD. So
about the kicks and that.
Yeah, with everything, not even just that. See her, yeah. If you put something like, let's say, I don't know how this looks in the camera here, but let's say I've got my cup here and your cup's there, and it's too close to the left or one's too close to the right, and it's not. She'd be like. She'd be here trying to straighten out.
To be fair, I'm like that in my living room.
That's how she is.
I'm like certain things. Like if you, for example, if we're in my yard now and I gave you a coaster, but you just try it. Like if you drop the cup there, I'm that guy that's like.
No,
I wouldn't say that though. I was like, yeah, bro. Like I'd just put it there because I know it's bugging me if I'm chatting to you.
Yeah. No, I'll be like in the yard is personal.
Yeah. But I'm not really like not even everywhere in my house though. But my living room, kitchen, that area, I'm just like, this is my centerpiece. This is my centerpiece. So I kind of feel her still because
you get what I'm saying. So she will color coordinate them, but even still, it's like
hard.
It's just long.
That is a lot.
It's
definitely not having that many pairs of trainers. But do you also think, because it gets to a point where I start thinking to myself, I haven't seen these kicks in all 18 months, 2 years. I need to wear them. Like I'm all thinking to myself, I need to find somewhere to go.
I'm like, listen, I've been thinking that heavy lately. Like nah, I need motives. Yeah, so I can wear some of these things because where are they going, bro? They're not gonna just catch dust for no reason.
But do you know what it is? I feel like it's just the sneaker. It's hard to explain, bro. But I think when people get into it, you can say, "Oh, I've got enough pairs, I've got enough," but it's a culture, bro.
That's what it is. It's like with me, I've been in it for long. You get what I'm saying? So it's not just I'm not buying them for it to look nice. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm buying them sometimes. I'm not even posting it. Like majority of the things I'm buying, I'm not posting it though. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's not really like I'm buying it for people to see that I'm buying it. So more times I'm paying overpriced for it, brother. As I was telling you the other day. Yeah. So it's not that, but it's just something that man just have a connection with. You get what I'm saying? From young.
It's an addiction, really.
It's just,
but that's why I called it that because I'll be forever saying I'm done. And then
we said this like 50 times in the DMs. It doesn't work. It's never gonna work.
Done, bro.
But the thing is, for me, what makes it worse is because my girl is not stopping as well, bro. Do you understand?
So because she's got a hashtag though, innit? Like what?
Yeah.
Did she start that?
Yeah, she started that.
Yeah, but I feel like also it's hard for her to stop.
She can't. Nah, she's not stopping. This is what my point is.
Yeah,
so
but
she's gonna get something.
Yeah, she started
and I'm
something
be like,
that's hard to
these
stop.
are hard. Or I'm gonna be like, oh, these are coming out there sick. Yeah, she's never gonna say don't buy it. I can't ask for advice.
Oh yeah.
You get it? Because she's always gonna be like, yeah, get them. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. So she's, you know
So
what
this
it
the
is. You know,
problem.
there's some people that you ask and you know they're gonna give you a decision.
That's what I want. I want people that's gonna be like, nah, man, don't buy
you don't
that,
need
man.
those. You got
You
that.
don't
They look
need
like
that,
this.
man.
Yeah.
That's what my little brother does. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, he's on point. Yeah,
He's on point. He'd be like, bro, why are you spending this? Why are you buying that? He'd be like, nah, but you got them. You ain't even want this. He would say that to me. But my girl's not on that.
Yeah,
she's like, yeah, you should get them. You should get them. Yeah, nice.
All right, so she's not the advisor.
She's not the advisor. Cool. You get it.
So basically, but just in terms of getting them, pairs. This is again for advice for people. So you pay resale though, yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
But have you got any tips for people who are just like, you know what, I've been trying, like I've seen you and your missus collection, like how do I get this pair? I've been trying, I never win any raffles. I'll be real, like.
See what it is, yeah.
Because people ask me this
when
stuff
it comes to getting pairs, I'm like, look, this is the best. My advice is, yeah, if there's just particular shoes that you like, yeah, then obviously, like anyone, enter the raffles. You get what I'm saying? Because if you do get it, like, you're gonna be nice. But if it's like a pair, you know, it's not a raffle thing. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Then instead of buying like 2, 3, 4 pairs that's coming out, just wait, hold back off of some, because let's be honest, bro, like that's like me. I'm getting like bare pairs sometimes, and I'm like, the ones that I really, really want, do you know what I mean? Like, I should have got that for like, for however much, not however much it costs, but I should have really bought them for that reasonable price, which doesn't seem reasonable because I can get pairs for like closer to retail and stuff like that. But sometimes, yeah, you might have to not buy 3 pairs of shoes that are nice and get one that you like. Because you're not going to go Dior and buy 3 pairs, like 4 or 5 pairs. You're not going to do that. Do you get what I'm saying? You're going to get the pair that you like. Do you understand? Like what everyone
they
does.
got away from me, man. And now the prices is on.
This is what I'm saying. Look at them. I didn't get them. But someone said take them.
They're dropping again.
Yeah. But someone said take them for a decent price. I didn't take it because I was thinking.
Yeah, they got away now. That price.
I'm gonna get it, man. I'm like, nah, man. I'm gonna get them. It's not a problem. I'm gonna get it. All now, still ain't got it because the prices keeps going. But I've spent that in 3 weeks on the last 3 weeks. The drops.
Yeah, different kicks.
By buying like 4 or 5 crepes, but them, am I wearing them like that though? Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I've got them. They're nice. I like them. But I ain't feeling them the way I was liking them. So maybe I should have just invested and got the ones I wanted. Agree. So that's what I would say to people. Just like put peas aside. Don't buy the unnecessary pairs and just get the ones that you actually really like.
No, I agree.
That's what I would say.
And then just in terms of like the clothing brand, yeah, like what advice do you give to people who want to start a brand, like whether they've they want to start a brand from like scratch, or they've got a clothing brand already, but they're trying to push it and they're just not really getting that traction, like they want to build, like what are the avenues would you suggest for them?
I would say, yeah, you see, like with your brand, you're always going to have people that like it or are interested in it. No one's going to sit there out of the blue and not make nothing. Make a brand and that not even one person's going to buy something from. Like no one really does.
Unless it's super dead.
Like you're...
Even
if it's super dead, you're gonna buy it because it might be your brethren.
Someone's gonna say
someone is your biggest fan. You get it? Like, come on, bruv. I know even if I drop something, whether it's dead or not,
someone's gonna buy it.
I know I got some riders. They're gonna be like, bro, man, I'm gonna support you.
Do
you get what I'm saying? But it's about winning the people around you first. People always focused on like strangers and people in other parts of the world. Like, bro, you're in, let's say, London. Focus in London. People are buying clothes every day in London. You got friends that's going out buying clothes every day. Do you understand?
Thanks.
Find a way to make your brand have some sort of value. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't go and waste time going to go and get the banging manufacturer, spending all your grands on that. You need to build a value. You need to build a brand. Do you get what I'm saying? You need to have something that people are going to want. Do you get what I'm saying?
And then but in terms of like establishing, actually, let's talk about that manufacturer though. establishing that relationship with a good manufacturer, finding that manufacturer. Because I hear stories about people going to China and doing stuff like that.
You get burnt. People been burnt.
Go in there, yeah?
Yeah. You can get burnt. You can get burnt easily. Back in the days, it used to happen more. It happened to us like a couple times.
So how do you... So
I would say like you need to do your research, 1. 2...
So when you say getting burnt, you might as well elaborate on that though.
I mean,
just
like,
so people know, so they learn for next time.
I mean, people start chatting to someone that says they're a manufacturer. They say to them, yeah, we're going to make this for you. We're going to make that for you. Yeah, send us some samples of what you want. Then they might make some samples for you. Like, do you get what I'm saying? They might quickly go down the road and actually make some samples. Then you're thinking, yeah, they built your trust. You get what I'm saying? And then you're thinking, oh, cool. Yeah, can you send us like 4K for the deposit for the this, that, and other? What are you thinking? Yeah, it's cool, man. They sent me the other thing, and you're thinking, oh yeah, this is easy. It's cool. Like, they're proper. I've checked them out online. Bro, you wire that money. The office that you thought was an office, you go there, rather it's some industrial space. You get what I'm saying?
So, these are UK based?
No. Oh, abroad than that. Do you get what I'm saying? It happens.
And more time is there like abroad, a particular location?
Yeah.
Or
no, not.
It's everywhere.
It can happen anywhere. No one should think like, oh yeah, it's only in this place or that. It can happen anywhere. Do you get what I'm saying?
So what are the red flags though? Like, what does that mean? How you, for example, if you were to advise like me, say for example, I was like, I'm gonna start a clothing line tomorrow. How would I go about going to find a manufacturer that I can trust and actually give me good quality, etc.? Like, what would you say the steps are?
Firstly, I would say looking for a manufacturer. There's locations and places that are better to start from. Do you get what I'm saying? So instead of thinking about going all the way to China sometimes, yeah, or like all the way to Asia.
Yeah, because I guess people think low cost there, isn't it?
It's low cost, but you need to like, firstly, you need to keep things local, like in the beginning, I would say, unless someone has referred you to a person.
Yeah, okay.
If you're going to somewhere that someone has referred you to, and they've done a good job with that person, then you're less likely going to get into a situation where you're not going to receive the items because you've been referred to by someone. Yeah. But if not, there's other people, there's proper people. Like even in the UK, there's proper people. There's people in Europe, like Portugal, which is really good. Turkey,
and they like
which are really
just a
good.
Google search, you just literally.
So I would Google, or I would like get on the phone to like agencies, because there's fashion agencies that actually help you start a brand.
Okay.
So when you type in start a brand, there's like agencies that are middlemen for you to get into like finding manufacturers and stuff like that.
Okay.
Me personally, when I was looking for manufacturers, I went to events and stuff when they were like doing, what's this event that they do in London, man?
London Fashion Week or something.
Even Fashion Week, but I was always at Fashion Week anyway. Do you get what I'm saying? Just meeting people, London College of Fashion, like meeting students and that. Yeah. They will be telling me, yeah, this is a good manufacturer. This is a good manufacturer.
Yeah, okay, so networking is super.
So networking is the key, really. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you can Google places, but it's still a risk. Do you understand? Yeah. I would say if you do find somewhere, get them to send you some samples. If the samples are good, visit the location. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, try your best to visit wherever it is. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, go there.
Okay.
But try and keep it within Europe, because it's easier to manage. You can get on a flight for £100. Do you understand? But whereas going to Asia,
it's a lot. It's big. It's even more.
That's what I would say.
So for the people that are, say for example, they got their brand, they got their local support.
Yeah.
But do you think that the model of like paying influencers and artists to wear the stuff, is that something that you think is a successful way to keep pushing the brand, or are there other ways you feel people should explore, or should it just be how whatever works for them? Like, what are you thinking about?
I think the way I see it with marketing in general, it's not one model of marketing that works. It's not only one model of marketing that works. You get it? So you can't think I'm going to invest in influencer marketing, all of my marketing budget into influencer marketing, and this is going to work for me. It might work for some people, but you can't look at it like that. Do you get what I'm saying? You need to have a marketing plan or strategy. Do you understand? Because putting items on talent does work. Do you get what I'm saying? It does. It makes people think that the brand, not think, but the association is good. Yeah. You're opening yourself to a brand new audience. Do you get what I'm saying? Even if no one buys directly when the talent puts it up, maybe they're planning to buy it. Do you get what I'm saying? When something comes that they like.
Yeah.
So regardless, you're going to benefit from some way. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I feel like if you only focus on one method of marketing, that's when people think, oh, is it worth it? Do you understand? So I would say, like, if you got, let's say, 5K budget to do marketing, I wouldn't put all of it in influencer marketing.
Spread it out.
I would separate it. So I'll be like, I'll put a bit for talent, maybe some for like entertainers, Facebook ads. Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe incorporate it into, maybe do a little pop-up if that's possible. Like someone's got a pop-up store and you're like, yeah, I want to put some of my stuff in there, etc., etc. How much is it going to cost? Okay, cool. Take that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
like now anything can work. There's shops that are like independently run. You can walk in there and be like, yeah, man, I want to put my stuff in here and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And try and negotiate. You get what I'm saying? It might work. So nothing is off the cards. But I wouldn't put my whole focus on one thing.
Yeah.
So once you do something like that, you will be like, raw, you know what? When I put my stuff in that store, they were flying. Do you get what I mean? And then you'd be like, all right, cool. When you go back to the drawing board, this was the most lucrative part of my marketing strategy. That's where majority of the sales and attraction was coming from.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or when I put it on this celebrity, that's where most of it was coming from.
Yeah.
So then whatever's working like the most, obviously invest slightly more, but always make sure you're covering. Do you understand? Because ads and digital marketing is very important, like Facebook ads and stuff like that. It's very important.
And then just on marketing, do you think people should study that? Because obviously you were kind of had the work experience from early. Like you kind of just were involved in it. Do you think people need a degree, or do you think that they should just need to go out there? Like, what's your advice for people in a career of marketing or thinking about it? Because it's definitely something you hear people want to do. Right?
Yeah, I think now a lot more people are open to the idea of the other forms of marketing. Do you get what I mean? Because before, marketing was a bit one way, but now there's like, when you look at brands nowadays, you go onto the job roles and job descriptions and stuff like that of the roles, they're just making up new roles. They'll be like, yeah, this is a new department that we just created just to tackle, or just strictly for digital or social, or, do you know what I mean? Brand partnerships and stuff like that. Them roles never existed before. Do you know what I mean? They didn't really exist before. So I think now it's worth creating a portfolio, do you understand, of some of the stuff that you've done before. It's always good to have some academic background to support. Do you know what I mean? It's always good, but that's not always available to everyone.
Yeah.
Some people are not that great academically. So for some people, it might be the work experience. But I feel like back in the day with me, I used to do work experience, bro, and not get no pay. I never used to get paid, bro.
Is it? Like in marketing, yeah?
Yeah, I did bare role, even with finance. I worked in an accounting firm. When people are having 6 weeks holiday, going to like doing bare madness or doing whatever, I was going to work every day for free, not getting no money. No money, like, do you get what I'm saying? But my dad put that in my head, like, look,
makes sense.
Don't think you're just gonna go somewhere and then, nah. But that work experience, it helped me.
100%.
Do you understand? When I was working for nothing, them roles are the ones that really help, man. Do you get what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't want to do that.
Literally to learn.
You're there to learn. That's it. You're not there for nothing else. So you're gonna soak up everything like quicker. So I think people need to start, even if you got your own brand, think raw. Who is doing a brand right now that I can go and be around and soak up some game from? Do you understand? Like, that's what people need to do, is like go and take in some knowledge, some hands-on knowledge and some textbook knowledge as well. You have to take both.
All right. And so what do you continue, like, how do you continue to learn in the game, like in the fashion? Is it just like, how do you stay on top of the like industry, in touch with things? Is it like blogs,
research, man,
or like just online research, or you still going to events and stuff?
I still go events. I still chat to people. And I'm not even talking about people that's like established. I'm talking to people at ground level, bro. Because I feel like the most creative people are at ground level. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The creativity happens when there's no
monetary.
Yeah, that's real creativeness. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's making something from nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I always like to have people around me that might not really be at the top of their game in terms of like they're so established and doing this and doing that, because sometimes you don't really get motivated or inspired by the stuff that they do. Whereas when I'm with like the interns or other people that I see doing their creative stuff, and you know what I mean, I'm getting more inspired by them.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I feel like it's networking at every level. I don't think you should just limit yourself to, I only go to these type of things. I only go to like the certified of it. Nah, you got to be at all levels, you get what I'm saying? Because them man that's coming out from London College of Fashion, or maybe not even there, like some people that just got some industrial space that they just do some creative things there and whatever, they might have a different outlook on stuff. You get what I'm saying? So
different, like a different direction.
I feel like that's how you stay on top. Do you get what I'm saying? Or that's how you keep yourself always thinking that there's another level to get to.
Yeah. Do you
understand? Because if you're making money, let's just say success, like what's people defining it as?
I was going to ask you the same question.
Yeah, what's people defining it as?
Like, what is it to you though?
For me, success is how many other people you can make successful around you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? That's or how much opportunity you're given. That's success.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because if you're talking about having nice things, everyone can get nice things, bro. You can save up and buy whatever you want to buy, or you make money and buy whatever you want to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? So you and a person that doesn't have nothing, sometimes you might not even be able to tell the difference, because they've got everything that they want.
Material, 100%.
You don't know how they got it, but they got it, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's just material items. No one really cares about it. Like it's accessible.
Mm-hmm.
But who are you giving opportunity to? Do you see what I'm saying? Not everyone can give everyone opportunities. That's the difference. You understand? How many people around you can I be like, okay, cool, that person was doing that, and you help them get it to a situation where they can help others as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? So for me, that's more what success is. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Just away from it, this is a bit of a pause now. But what do you like to do in your spare time, like to just? Because obviously you're doing a lot with your marketing and your branding, and
yeah.
Like what do you do to just switch off and just be like, you know what, this is, I'm just in the zone. I don't even want to think about none of this.
See what's mad, yeah? It's like you can never switch off, bro.
Mm.
For some reason. I think that's like most people that are just doing stuff for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You can never really switch off 100%, innit?
Mm-hmm.
But when I do want to chill out, I don't know. You see, nowadays that's messed up because of that lockdown and everything. It's like what you would usually do before, you don't even get to do them type of things anymore. But I'll go out to eat. I like experiences.
Mm.
So flying out, doing stuff. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doing shit like that, playing. I watch a lot of stuff though on YouTube still, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, YouTube, like what kind of content though? Your own videos?
Nah, not even.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah. But no, I watch like, you know what?
Because I watched
like Animal Planet, but I ain't gonna lie to you. You know
what?
What
was the video? No, do you know what cracked me up? The video of you
pranking
the missus. I swear, I almost fell off my.
This the funniest vid. I don't even know how I kept a straight face,
because your missus' reaction. She's like, "Oh my god, bro! What made you think of the different? What made you think to do that, bro?"
You know what? Yeah, I think I was chatting. No, do you know what? I'll be honest with you. Yeah, we were talking about doing that. She was on me. Oh, the home insurance. Nah, we're not doing it. You know, like guys, we're always like, yeah, man's gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna sort it out. But I was thinking, before we do it, I need to prank her, so she thinks she's gonna lose everything. You get what I'm saying? Nah, I was just thinking, mad.
People need to tune into that video.
Yeah, that video is nuts. So I was just thinking, before we do the insurance thing, because that's what she was always so scared of. You get what I'm saying?
No, fair enough. Trust me, it worked.
And I understand
Yeah.
because I was thinking, yo, imagine one day you came back and they were all gone. So that was, I think, was our biggest thing. Was like, that's why we need to do it. So I was thinking, before I do this, before we sort it out, you know,
let's actually do the prank.
I need to do the prank.
Funny.
Like,
It's funny.
So that's why I've done it. Yeah.
Yeah. So what? No. So what other YouTube content is there that you?
Yeah, man. I watch like stuff about designers. I watch.
Okay. So still fashion. So still. Like,
I still watch fashion. I watch like podcasts.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Because the thing I like about podcasts and stuff like that, is you don't really know someone until you hear what they're speaking about. Do you get what I'm saying? Or until you hear a conversation of them.
Yeah.
And sometimes it has to be the right conversation, because I've seen some people interview some people and it's like, nah, that wasn't the one. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas I've seen some people's interviews and they were like, raw. It gave me a different outlook on a person.
Okay. Not fair.
You get what I'm saying? So that's another thing.
Okay.
So yeah, I watch stuff like that, brother. You know, I watch Animal Planet.
Yeah,
I like everything about the Serengeti.
I loved them lion.
I'll be watching lion shows.
Sick. Yeah, I love them as well.
Tigers, I watch all of that.
Yeah,
that's my.
I'll just be watching how they like hunt and be like, nah,
that's
they
what I'm
gangster,
saying.
this G.
It's too sick.
Like, because it's like you can actually, in a way, kind of see
world.
how you're like,
bro, it's the real world.
what they're thinking.
It's like they live in
see
the
what they're
jungle.
thinking.
It's not a joke. You get what I'm saying? So nah. I watched that. Bro, just link up. It's what everyone does, man. But I think holidays is my main thing, bro. It's going away.
Yeah.
Just seeing different stuff, like going away and doing something that it's just like man never thought about doing. Do you get what I'm saying?
I feel you. And so just like, obviously you mentioned the pandemic, and obviously for you it was an opportunity for you to kind of step out of your comfort zone and start something new. But what challenges have you faced, like from a business, whether it's the branding, the marketing, like what challenges have you
faced? Manufacturing problems.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Brexit messed up a lot. So because of Brexit now, sending something to France, which getting there on the train is like, or getting there on a plane is 30 minutes. Yeah. Sending something there that before would take 2-3 days to get there, if that.
Oh yeah.
Now it takes like, it's like sending it to America. Some of my stuff that goes to America gets there quicker. Let's just put it that way.
Have you been hit with some of the customs charges they tried to?
The custom charges and all the
oh my gosh.
The price of your product now is just different. The price of shipping is different. The cost of actually making the items is a madness now, because now when you're getting charged the import fees and all of that, it's too much.
Listen to how I got stung with the custom charges. So I bought a Givenchy jacket, but I didn't wear it for time. Like I had it for like almost a year, and I was like, you know what? It's still got the tags on. This was one of them zones. Like, I don't even need this jacket again. Like when I put it on, and I'm like asking people, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can just get rid of this. So I put it on Vestia, and I sold it. So I got just about my money's back for it. Yeah. However, I think by accident I put on the listing. I think I put a woman's. I don't know, for whatever reason. Obviously, I wasn't thinking when I listed it. So at the time when I sent it, they were like, "Oh, this is men's." So that we got to send it back, whatever. So I was like, "Cool, whatever." My own jacket, bro. They put the value of it. Yeah.
So you have to pay more. Big, bro. You have to keep it then. You have to keep it. You have to keep it. Yeah. You have to
bro, you know what's so mad is they were like,
keep it.
When I saw the bill that DHL were trying to say, I was like, nah, I don't want it. Then I was like, it's my jacket. I was like, I'm not paying that. They were like, well,
you're not gonna get it then.
I'm not getting my own jacket. I swear down. This Brexit thing is a joke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Brexit thing is mad.
No, it's a joke.
It's mad, bruv. And now this like shipping is just mad, bruv.
It's silly.
So that's the main issue that I've had with manufacturing. Like everything has been like 2-3 months delayed because there's also, as well as us having quarantine and stuff like that, I feel like here working is not as hard, whereas in other countries they got curfew, this, that. It's like it's different. So that's a big problem that man had, but we're kind of figuring it out now.
Okay, so we touched on this slightly, but what are your thoughts on the social media? And because obviously I know you've obviously got a big platform and following, etc. But what are your thoughts on like social media?
Big platform, you know.
No, but like, you know what I mean, like as in you got a lot of followers, right? Though, yeah. So I think like for some people, I feel we're living in a social media generation. There's a lot of focus on social media versus real life. And there's a lot of conversations about that. But what are your thoughts generally on it? Like,
when you say, what do you mean?
Just thoughts on it. Like, for me, social media, I've never really even thought about it to answer it myself, but I think it's got its benefits, right? I just think people should do, like, there's a lot of people on there with their own opinions on other people and all that. Like, you just got to do you, bro. That's my thing with social media. I
was just about to say to you, like, with socials, what do you want from it? Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, what are you on there for? Do you understand? Because there's people that's on there just to be on there and just share with their friends, and that's it.
Yeah, what they're doing.
There's people that's on there for work.
For business.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. There's people that's on there that's, you know what I mean, trying to like increase their value so that other people can see it and potentially get opportunity from it. Do you know what I mean? That's also there. Fair. There's some people that's there, they just want to have fun and joke about whatever. Some people that's on there, they're looking for a partner. Do you understand? Everyone's on there for their own reason. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think the problem with this generation is like everyone looks at everyone and makes a judgment too quick. Like, you don't know what the person's on there for. You don't know what their situation is. I know bare people, like, I know girls that's on the gram, for example, posting up like pictures and stuff like that. But they got like a job. They're nice. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're just nice. But they're just on here just to have fun. Like, do you know what I mean? Not even specifically trying to get a man or... They're just having their own fun. You get me? They don't really care. It's just a platform. So we can't always look at the platform and be like, raw, this is judgment. Like, judge.
I guess there's a lot of people that use that as like a measure in life, though. There's so much focus there.
That's true. Because now, like...
Which is why they call it the social media generation, though, isn't it? Because previously there wasn't as much focus on it.
Yeah. It's the thing is like the era that we came from, you have to be outside, innit? To be lit, you were outside. Do you get what I'm saying? People saw you outside. You were in dances. You were at the spots. You were out, really. Like, this generation are all, I would say there's a good 60-70% of people, they don't even go outside. They get anxiety. No, this is real life, though. I'm saying I've spoken to some of them. Like, they have anxiety. They don't go out. They don't see people.
Is it just because the amount of people that know who they are? Or just that's just them?
Because they think the world is on here. Do you understand? They have friends and stuff, but it's on here. If you're asking, right, have they gonna met anyone? They might not have really met no one. So they might not even know how to act in person. And that's what I realized when I saw a lot of people. I was like, I've been meeting people from like, before I was on the gram or anything like that. And even for more clarity, when I was on Instagram, I was mainly trying to build my platform in terms of dress code. So I wasn't even, I never really cared. My personal profile was just for my mates. Like, that weren't for, because I was actually building the dress code platform. Do you understand? That was where my focus was. If I meet people, I'd be like, yo, this is my thing. Do you get, I was more trying to push that. It's only as of recent, do you get what I'm saying, where I've had a bit more fun with it. And credit to my girl, she told me like, raw, a lot of things that you're trying to do, if you put yourself out there, them opportunities will come to you. You wouldn't have to chase it. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why I give her a lot of credit, because she was like, you just sometimes need to put yourself out there. Because when you put yourself out there, instead of you chasing all the opportunities, there's people that's looking for someone like you. Do you get what I'm saying? They'll come to you.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
So stuff like that. But this generation, that's the currency. The digital currency is your likes and your followers and stuff 100%. Like that.
Which is don't pay the bills still. Sometimes it's like sometimes it does, but
sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. But that's another thing is like people are like, all right, if you're making money from it, then it's cool. No, it's not. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's like people need to stop looking at it like, oh yeah, it means everything in the world, because it don't mean everything in the world, bro. Like, it don't. Just because someone's got 100, I know people that's got, they're following 1,000 people and they got like 70 followers. These are the most lit people I ever met in my life. I'm talking about, listen,
don't matter.
But we know mutual people, they don't even have followers and that. Bro, their lifestyle, we couldn't, if they couldn't even put all of their lifestyle on social media. because they might become celebrities overnight just because of how their lifestyle is. You get what I'm saying? So you can't measure people by the ratio of what they've got or how much following and all that shit that they've got. Like people are on social for a reason. You get what I'm saying? Let them do what they're doing. Don't give it too much. Do you understand? Like I feel like we're putting too much on it. Like, bro. And it's the younger generation though, because they grew up with social media. Do you understand? So for them, everything's about what's online. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not really, bruv. I was saying this to my brethren the other day. We were walking. It was the first summer day on a school holiday. Yeah. After the bank holiday, like Monday, Tuesday or something like that. It was Tuesday last week. Back in the days when we were in school, let's say it was half term, you couldn't go from one part of your area to the shop without seeing kids running around everywhere. Like you wouldn't see that. I went out on this day, on the hottest day, went past how many parks from mine to my mum's yard. It was like empty. I didn't see no one. I didn't see no kids in no park. I was thinking, where are all these kids at? But now, that's what I'm saying. They don't link up with each other. Do you understand? They don't go outside and chat to their neighbors, and they don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? They're just like friends with who they're friends with online. That's it. True. Do you understand? So
like glued to this.
They're glued to the phone, like, and it happens to the best of us sometimes. You get what I'm saying? But we need to just separate it a bit, man, and just get a bit more of the real life connection. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So do you have many like fashion influence like from people? Like, does anyone like mentor you, or do you received any like really good advice from someone, whether it's like brand, fashion, marketing related, that you think, well, this is probably the best piece of advice that I've received that I use on a regular basis?
Specifically for fashion or
anything, like anything really, like just general, like, you know, some people like sometimes they tell you stuff and you think, you know what, this kind of resonates. Like, you know, sometimes you can kind of use people say something to you, and you kind of use it, like, or think about it. It's reoccurring. Like, you know, because obviously some people say things to you or advise you.
You know what?
Like, cool, this is like cool, but sometimes there's some people that give you good advice. That just resonates, you know what I mean?
I don't have a mentor or something, but the closest thing to that I would say is probably like one of my brethren. You know what I'm saying? He's older than me. Ladger, he's older than me, but you see him, he always like been installing in me from day like P. Trust me, like, you see, I know what's in your mind. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I can see where you want to take things, because a lot of people just take everything for face value. But he kind of understands that everything that I'm doing is to get to something else. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's more steps to it. But he's always just telling me, just be patient. Firstly, be patient, because the time's going to come. And when the opportunity presents itself, take it. Do you understand? You don't know when that's going to be or how it's going to come or how it's going to present itself. But when the opportunity presents itself, take it. Do you understand? And I felt like I was always have that in my mind. Do you get what I'm saying? So even like when the colder situation happened, the opportunity presented itself through quarantine. I took it straight away. You get what I'm saying? And it made a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like little things like that. So I'll keep things like that in my mind.
Okay,
like
nice.
a lot.
That's good advice, though.
So yeah, man. Like,
so I guess you didn't really say you had any like fashion influences, what I want to say is I'm gonna.
But he's heavily into fashion.
Oh, is it as well? Yeah.
He's a designer.
All right.
He's a designer still.
All right. So, but I'm gonna mention a few designers' names. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me what the first thing that comes to your head. Just like the first thing that comes to your head without saying their names. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Virgil Abloh.
Pyrex.
Oh, that's his first brand. Yeah. Not many people know that. I don't think.
Loads of people don't know that.
Yeah. That's not many people know.
Pyrex.
Kanye West.
When I think of Ye, what do I think of? Innovation.
Yeah.
Innovation.
He's the GOAT, though.
You see, let me tell you something about Yeezy, yeah? I don't think Kanye's the most... I don't think he's the originator of bare things, yeah? But I think he's the one that knows how to brand it the best. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he just know... he just knows how to put these things together. Like, look at Virgil, look at Don C, look at Kid Cudi. These are all guys that I personally, like someone like Kid Cudi, when you're talking about someone that knows about fashion or that style-wise is like up there, who he's got his own style, I feel like these are the guys, you get what I'm saying? But I feel like when Kanye kind of did what they did, but in his own way, he done it better. Do you understand? When Kanye made a brand and he did it in his own way, or he done collabs in his own way, he made it better because he knew how to brand himself better than a lot of these other people. Do you get what I'm saying? So
it's the branding.
I feel like he's just sick at branding, like sick. Okay. He's very innovative as well, but sometimes, the talent is also being able to spot talent. Do you understand?
He's definitely got a strong team.
You see him, his talent is more about spotting talent because half of these people that we know today, they were all like interning or around Ye and some all of these guys, bro.
Yeah. And also, I think a lot of his stuff's out of the box. Like, again, you see when these first dropped, everyone's like, nah, bro, this year, everybody wanted them.
That's what I'm saying.
Last year, his branding is just... Nobody wanted to...
His branding is sick, man.
Out of the box. He's not doing what anyone else is doing.
He just sees things differently. And he also learned that just because people are not doing it or people don't like it now, don't mean they won't like it later. Yeah, exactly. I think he mastered that. He mastered that because he's thinking, even when you look at like the old stuff that he was doing, you know what I'm saying? He was probably looking at Kid Cudi and them wearing skinny jeans thinking, we're not wearing skinny jeans right now, but he's wearing them. Yeah. People gonna like this one day. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's got that. He's got initiative. Right. Like, and it's sick. So that's what I would say. He's not good at spotting talent.
Okay. Dapper Dan.
Dapper is... He's just an icon, bro. Like, you see Dapper Dan,
he's another one that's like, not many people know his story.
You see Dapper, yeah? Why I like Dapper Dan is because that guy was from the hood. Do you get what I'm saying? And streetwear, that culture of making things streetwear, that came from the hood, the ghettos. Do you get what I'm saying? It came from the flashy lifestyle of the people.
I feel like the hood.
We set the tone of it. We set it
everywhere. Globally.
Listen, anything that comes out that's cool, anything that's cool, whatever's cool, whatever. Especially when it comes from when it comes to the fashion industry, the hood. That's facts. First. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I like Dapper Dan so much, because the hood celebs, which people don't think are celebrities, but the hood celebs are the ones that's making things cool. They set the tone. 100%. Do you understand? So
that's when the ballers follow.
For him, so that's what I like more about Dapper Dan. Not even when he got to the celebrity level, but at the beginning level, that he was thinking raw, putting these materials together. And putting his own perspective on things, you get what I'm saying? That was sick. Okay. So that's what I'll say is an icon for that.
Someone closer to home, Mikey Trapster.
Mikey, I would say,
So I don't know him personally, but obviously you kind of see that brand plastered all over the UK.
Mikey, the thing is, like, when Trapstar was starting, I remember, like, when we were about as well at the same time, do you get what I'm saying? So to see, like, they've continued.
Oh, is it? They started them times, yeah?
Yeah, I don't think they were as established them times. Do you know what I'm saying? But I remember they were coming. They were coming. I remember, you know what I'm saying? But one thing that I would say when I think about Mikey, I think relationships. Do you get what I'm saying? Because he don't talk much. Do you understand? But you can tell that when he's around people, whatever relationship that he builds with them, it's from a proper place. You get what I'm saying? Because I never hear him talk. You get what I'm saying? I never hear him talk like, or he's not a talker like that. In terms of if you're around him, he'll talk, or if he has to do something, he'll talk. But he doesn't say much. You understand? And I feel like when the relationships that he's built, you have to have some qualities. You understand? You have to have some proper qualities to be able to build them type of relationships and for it to last this long. Okay. And for your brand to be where it is. So when I think of Mikey, I think, yeah, man, that. Okay, his head's screwed on still.
That's dope. So we're coming to an end, but obviously we do, as part of this podcast here, we got 5 quick fire round.
Oh, you're gonna come in.
These, I mean, I feel like I don't think you're gonna struggle with these.
Okay,
like,
cool.
These are literally, you got 5 questions. You got 10 seconds to answer each question. Yeah. Just on a quick thing, just like just reading them off. All right, so first one.
Let's go.
One thing that you can't live without.
Egg.
What did you say?
Egg.
Eggs, yeah.
Eggs, fam.
Omelets and all that.
Oh, I need my omelets, bro. I need that. I need
I'm
that.
On a diet. I'm on a meal plan, so I'm eating eggs all the time.
I'm eating that. Aye. Without eggs, the world won't be the same, bro. Trust me.
One thing you need to be successful.
Team.
Good. One thing that brings you happiness.
Family.
If you had one wish, what would it be?
Opportunity. To give other people opportunity.
Okay. And then one thing that you would advise a younger version of you.
When the opportunity presents itself, take it.
You feel like you've missed out on a couple?
Because I feel like before, some opportunities presented itself and I wasn't thinking like that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
I wasn't just thinking like that.
Your head weren't in that place.
My head weren't there, bro. I was thinking about doing accounting, doing this.
Yeah, okay.
So I wasn't really thinking about that. Do you understand? So, but it's more when I started working in retail and meeting people and stuff like that.
Okay.
Then I kind of started to realize, okay, cool. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, no, fair. Yeah. No, as I said, so bro, I would say that, but bro, love and appreciate you for coming, bro. I feel like the amount of gems you've shared today, whether it's fashion, branding, or even just people that want to get sneakers, bro. Like, there's people are definitely taking something away, right? So there's gems. Where can people connect with you if they just like have questions or want to see your branding, your dress code nation, your code of clothes, where they want to get any bits or just follow you generally? Like, where can people connect?
Yeah, my Instagram is uptown_p1. Yeah, man, just hit me up on IG. Obviously, you can also check out Dress Code Nation. You can check out Coda Stores. Yeah. So it's www.codastores.com. And yeah, man, there's a couple of new things. We're gonna be rebranding a bit soon. So that's a first. No one really knows yet, but I'm gonna share that with you first. But I appreciate you for thinking that I've got gems even to come on here. You know, I've seen some.
Bro, you've been experienced.
Seen the people, boy.
You've been experienced, bro, and obviously, like, people can learn from everybody's journeys, bro. Like, it's one of those things where, like, Safariduchi, obviously, and the people that don't know, like, for example, your experience in Safariduchi and your brand building and so on, bro. It's evident that you've been through it, yeah. And so it's one of those things where if you've been through certain things, you're kind of, as you go, you know the model.
Yeah, man.
Like, for example, if you were building a brand today, it would be like there's certain things you would.
I know that I wouldn't do. Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying? You wouldn't do them again, right? So, and there's probably so many people starting on a daily basis doing those exact things that you would think. That's not the way to go, right? So, I think kind of sharing those gems with people, especially like a younger generation and just people trying to learn it, is just helpful.
Definitely.
And then it's on the last note, bro. Can you lend me a $5?
I might even have a $5, you know. I might even have a $5.
Let's see what he's got.
Let's see.
He's got the big. He's looking at the.
It's not a $5, but I can lend you something still. No, I'm joking.
So I might even get a bit more than a $5, though. No, I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. This platform's sick, man. People need to check it out more because.
That's what I mean. Do you know what it is? I get a lot. I do get messages from people, of just like, whether it's motivation of like, you know what, I didn't like, but seeing this person, especially when they're from a similar you know what I'm saying? Like, from a place
good.
where they don't feel like they can make it or there's no hope.
There's hope,
you think
bro.
all the opportunities and the avenues people can go about doing things to make, that's kind of pushes me to keep going as well.
Bro, man's from Aylesbury Estate, bro. There's nothing there.
Yeah,
the biggest estate, well, at one point in Europe. In Europe, it's connected from Wharf Road all the way to like Old Kent Road. Do you get what I'm saying? Massive. So it's not even to say that I'm anywhere, bro. Like, man's not even.
But but that shows
not
that
anywhere.
You can progress.
But that's what I'm saying, man. Trust me, that the progression is there, bro. Everyone can do it. You understand? It's just about mindset and the people that's around you. Do you understand? As long as you want something, it don't matter what you're doing right now. When you want something, you work towards it. One way or another, you're gonna get there.
100%.
Trial and error. You're gonna try this. You're gonna try that. You're gonna fail there quickly. Learn a couple of lessons here and there, but you'll get there, man. Trust me.
100. As I said, appreciate it, man. But catch you next time, bro. Peace.
Love.
Ayo, what you cooking, bro?